Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Marwa if you are new, and if you're not new, welcome back. If you haven't already subscribed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Today in this video I'm going to be talking through how someone with a 9-to-5 job, a YouTube channel and my own separate business gets things done. This is using my weekly ultimate organisational system, which helps me get maximum productivity week on week in. And even though it is a weekly organisation system, it does then also feed into my to-do list, which I will show you towards the end how I achieve that. Now, I don't know about you, but generally I'm not the kind of person who can stick to some sort of system for a very long time. I get super excited at the start, have a new, let's say, planner or a new diary or a journal, and I'm like, yeah, this is going to be great. I do it for a few weeks or maybe even sometimes just a week, and then it falters and that's it really, never to be seen again. But actually it's been about, I want to say 4 weeks or just over 4 weeks, and actually this system has stuck. I've also been adding to it as I go along, and I'll explain that in a bit as well, but it's actually stuck, so I wanted to share it with you guys to see maybe, you know, if it's helping me out, might help you guys out too. So what does productivity actually mean? For me, it means just being able to utilize my time most effectively to complete tasks which actually get me close to the goal. It's not just about ticking things off the list and getting stuff done, it's more about getting stuff done which actually moves me closer to my goal and managing my time more effectively, and basically not being busy, being busy, if that makes sense. So you're not just being busy for the sake of busy, you're actually moving forward. And I think for a long time in my life, I was just busy being busy, ticking off all these things and then just not getting anywhere. I was like, why? Why is this happening? Why am I not moving closer towards my goal? And actually, I think this new system is going to be the one that's going to move me forward. So my weekly productivity system draws from different ideas and different theories from different people. And I've just kind of combined everything into this one system, and it's actually a lot more simpler than I'm probably making it sound. I also have a bonus tip right at the end, which basically is my tip for helping to prevent burnout and to just keep going with that productivity mindset, but also looking after yourself at the same time. So stay tuned till the end to hear my bonus tip as well. So the system in itself involves a brain dump, it involves goal setting, it involves elimination, which also includes delegation, and also ABC prioritization, and then finally we feed into my daily to-do list. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you over to Notion. Normally I do all of this stuff on pen and paper, but I thought because of my handwriting, and I know a lot of people use things like Notion for productivity, you guys, a really nice and clear way to show you guys how I do things, but just know I do normally do this on a pen and paper.
So in Notion, I've just got my weekly organisational system here, and step 1, we have our brain dump. So clicking into there, all I've done here is basically just written down every single thing that I need to do, is on my mind, is on my to-do list. So this includes things like filming dance workouts, editing them, personal things like paying for hen dues. I know I have a clothes order coming in, so I'm gonna have to try that on and return anything I don't like. You know, little admin-y tasks like this, like scheduling in time, date night with my boyfriend and time in the cinema, and even things like chores, changing the bed sheets. So I've got my to-do list here, which is basically everything I could think of. The second step here is to clarify the tasks. So I have already done this. So where it normally, like this would be, for example, clothes order coming in, I've separated it into 2 tasks as they require 2 separate things for me to do. And rather than, for example, having, strictly week 1, I've done film, edit, SEO optimize, upload as 3 separate steps. So I've clarified all of my to-do list and made them into smaller steps. And a part of clarifying the tasks also includes making sure that there's nothing on there that doesn't need to be on there. So for example, if there was something like, if one of my tasks was to be to pick up some dry cleaning, not that I send anything off for dry cleaning, but let's just use that as an example, and my partner already picked up the dry cleaning, then that would come off. Or if it's something that you could delegate, rather than having the task on there as a to-do list, it would be more like delegate the blog writing to X person, as opposed to do the blog or write the blog. So while you're clarifying the tasks, you also need to have a look at any of these that you want to delegate to other people and make the actual delegation as task. And you also want to eliminate anything which is not necessary. To help this process further, We move on to step 3, which is ABC prioritize. Now, all I've done is I've just taken what was in my brain dump, the final list of my brain dump, and put it into here. So that's all the tasks. Obviously, normally you just do this on one sheet of paper or one Notion tab, but for the sake of clarity and this video, I've just done it this way. So ABC prioritize, I first saw this method in a YouTuber called Mariana's Corner. So thank you for sharing that one. Basically, what we want to do is we want to categorize the to-do list with A, B, or C. A is important to your goals, and not accomplishing this task has really bad consequences. An example of this could be you've got a really bad toothache, your tooth's about to fall out, you probably need to go to the dentist. It's important because, you don't want to be in pain. That's a good goal to have, is to have good health. If you don't accomplish this task, it's going to really hurt. B is something which is not important to your goals, and not accomplishing this task has bad consequences. Not really bad consequences, just bad consequences. So an example could be, for example, this could be returning a call which does not move the needle forward for you. If you didn't return the call, you would be seen as very rude, and that's not a nice consequence. And C, not important to your goals, and not accomplishing it has no bad consequences. So this could be, for example, going out and buying yourself a t-shirt. Buying a t-shirt is not really important to your goals, and if you don't get it, it doesn't have any bad consequences. So the next thing I'm going to do is just go through this list and just either, you could color code it like so. So you could color code, if it's A, it's this color. If it's B, it's this color, for example. But I just like things to be quick. So I'm just going to write the letter in front just to save the amount of steps that I have. When you do this, it's really a good idea to just have your goals in front of you to see whether achieving this task actually is conducive to your goals. Because sometimes it is, or sometimes you think it is, but it's not really. So for example, the Seated Woman is just the name of the song. It's not just for women, it's obviously for everyone. This is important to my goals because I definitely want to put more seated content out there. I think it's really important just to increase inclusivity, and haven't done one in a while. And I have committed to doing one dance workout a week on a Wednesday. So this is important to my goals. I'm going to give this an A, and that includes the whole process like so. Trying on clothes and returning the clothes that I don't like. Not important to my goals at all. However, if I don't return the ones I don't like, then I am wasting these clothes and losing money. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to finish this list off, and then we will come back to step 4. Okay, now that I've done that, one thing I do tend to do is sometimes I give more importance to things than I think they need. So I think, oh, this is super important. And then I look and I'm like, wow, all of these things are super important. So I just go through my A task and I ask the question, are these actually that important? And does not accomplish them actually have bad consequences? A lot of them, I could change that to a B. Okay, cool. Now, the next thing I'm going to go through is I'm going to go through the C tasks and be like, do I need to do this? Can I just get rid of this completely from this list? This can go. It doesn't have to be done this week. It's not that important. So you can get rid of that. I definitely want to buy some snacks. Probably definitely need to do my clothes, but actually decluttering my wardrobe and filming it, like declutter video, doesn't need to be done this week, so that can go as well. So now I've done that, the last thing to do is my daily A's or my to-do list. So the idea is here, and again I do this on a piece of paper, is you put in your daily A's into every day. It's really important that you don't start Monday with all of your A's and then they're huge tasks that you can't get done, right? It's also important to know what else are you doing on those days. You've also got to think, when do I have the time to do these things? So for example, one of the things is to film seated dance workouts. And actually, because it is Sunday, I am just also going to pop Sunday in at the top. I've put the word weekend here. Some of this filming stuff I can do today because I've got a little bit of time, and to be honest, they need to be done. So next, just go find the next A task, check in with my goals. So I'm going to do that first thing on Monday morning. Check in with goals. Got to film a short for Tuesday. I think, again, because I'm going to do some filming sessions today, I'm going to do it here. Film short for Tuesday. Edit and release short, that's fine. So it is my birthday on Thursday, and on Friday I have a train journey, and on the weekend I'm basically busy. What I think I will do is actually film strictly, and then Facebook posts for the week. I have to do that on a Monday morning. Facebook and IG posts for the week, which does actually include advertising the classes. So I don't know why I've put that down as a separate task now that I think about it. So let's get rid of that one. So that's one less task. I also need to do ABCD stuff. So ABC. Now this is a super quick task. It's literally just need to send a message. So what I will also do is brunch, event, finalize plans. All of that. Okay, and then moving on to the next A task. That's the brunch stuff, so that's fine. I've got that in there. Packing my suitcase. We are leaving on Friday, so it's gonna have to be here. So choose ABCD outfits, pack suitcase. So now I've done my A task. It means that everything that is important to me is actually going to get done this week. I think as I go on as well, I just realised, you know what, that doesn't need to be on the list, which is good. Now that I have actually put in my A tasks into my week, so as I said, it's mostly on Thursday and on Monday, I actually don't fill in the to-do list at all, because what I'm going to do now is I know that my A tasks, my most important tasks, are going to get done. So the next thing I'm going to do is just fill in the next on Monday with some B tasks. It's really important to think, what are you doing? So when I'm doing all of this, I'm sat at a computer, and I have my phone on me. So things which require to be on a computer or have a phone is what you want to do. So for example, pay for a hen do is one of those things that I could do. Another thing I could do is spend 1 hour group replies, and that's it. I'm not going to do anything else. What's going to happen next is I'm going to, on Monday morning, I'm going to do task 1, and I'm not going to move on to task 2 until I finish task 1. Then I'm going to move on to task 2. Not going to move on until I finish it. And you're going to work through each of these, doing them to completion, even if it requires getting in extra resources. So we're going to finish each task before we move on, because so often we do a little bit, and then nothing actually gets done. So finish the tasks. If I get to the end of the time I have allocated, so at the moment I'm allocating early morning, so between 5 a.m. and 8 a.m. If I get to 8 a.m. and I'm only on task 3, that is fine, unless this is super important, like the person organising the hen do needs your money right now. Unless there's an absolute emergency that these tasks must get done, we're going to remove them from this list and put them at the top of the list on Tuesday. Then when Tuesday comes around, the first thing I will do is pay for the hen do, make sure that's complete, reply to the group, make sure that's complete. And then I will again look into my B tasks and add my B tasks into my list and to my 5, and then continue. And again, I won't fill Wednesday in until this. Now, the problem comes to the end of Wednesday. If you get to task number 3 and you still have 2 tasks left, obviously my Thursday, there is no room for anything else. So they will need to get moved to Friday. A little bit awkward this week because I'm on a train, but if I'm clever about it, I'll be able to schedule things into the Friday, which I can do on a train. Now, you might be wondering what these little hearts are for, and that is the final bonus tip.
And the final bonus tip from me is where you've got that little heart, that is going to be your self-care activity every single day. Now, I strongly recommend it's not the same thing, so don't be like it's meditation. Keep it different, but one of your 6 tasks a day will be one of those activities which will help to recharge you. So if you want to hear more about that particular tip, if it's already released, the video will pop up right here. Until then, there might be something else here which you might be interested in as well.